And welcome back to Ganesh Institute. So in today's video we are going to discuss about how we can use column row space to find out rank of a matrix. So there are two things, column space and row space. And by using these two things we can get the rank of a matrix. So let's begin with the help of an example. We're supposed to find out the basis of the column space and the rank. Now you might be wondering, what do we mean by these terminologies? So let's talk about these one by one. Firstly, column space. Let's say you have a matrix, any matrix of order n by n. Okay, so the column space will be represented as called A, and it will be the set of all the linear combinations. All the linear combinations which you can get from the columns of this matrix. So we will see that column A will be defined as the span, the linear combination of all the columns which we are having. And when we say rank, then it will be the dimension. The dimension, that is numerical value of column A, which will give us, or which will be given by the number of vectors. The number of vectors in the basis of column A. Now, it might sound confusing, but you will be able to get it in a better way by using this example. So you can see that matrix is given to us and it is of order 2 by 2. A very simplest example. So if you try to resolve it into or dissolve it into two columns, let's say C1, the first column is 1 0, and C2, which is 2 0. Can you make up any linear combination out of it? Linear combination is like if there is any relation that one is twice of another or one is 1/3 of another, any type of linear relation, a combination. So we can clearly see that yes, C2 is twice of C1, right? 1 times 2 is 2 and 0 times whatever, 2 times 0 is 0, right? So we can see that yes, these are linearly dependent. These are not independent. Linearly they are not independent. They are defined in the form of one another. So that means we can't consider both of the column vectors here. Only one will be defined. Because if you can define one, then second will obviously be defined. We don't consider the numerical value really, like the constant term. We just see the span. So if one can be defined in one span, then another one can also be defined. So that means the column space for this matrix is only defined by one thing, which is C1, because C2 is basically dependent on C1, which is twice of C1. That means the column space for this is only C1, 1 0. So the rank will be, because there is only one column vector, so rank of A is 1. There is another way of seeing it. If you have all the elements of a row or a column as 0, then you need to neglect that row and only count what is left with non-zero terms. Only one row, so that means rank is 1. But because we have to find out the basis of the column space, so we have to do this whole procedure. I'm hoping that you're getting what I'm trying to say in the form of dimension, that is rank, and column space. Let's see another example so as we have the better understanding. Here it is given to us that find the basis of the column space and rank of a matrix, and matrix is of order 3 rows 4 column, 3 by 4, right? So again you have to do the same procedure, convert it or dissolve it into as many column vectors as you can. So we can see there are 4 columns. So we will write 4 columns here. Let's say C1, then C2. There are basically one another method also which you can follow in order to find out these values. So this is how you do it. Column vectors, 4 column vectors are here. Just find out whether there is any linear combination which you can make out of it. So if we try to see it, we can see that this is 1 and this 1 times minus 1 times minus 6 is minus 6, 0 times minus 6 is 0. So we can establish a relationship here that C3 is minus 6 times of C1. Correct. Now is there any other relationship which we can form here? This is 2, this is minus 9. Yes, because these are 2 zeros, so we can do something with it. If we do minus 2 by 9 or minus 9 by 2, we can say that C4 is minus 9 by 2 of C2, right? Because ultimately if you do this, if you multiply this with minus 9 by 2, you will get 0, 0 for these two, and 2 will be cancelled with 2, minus 9 will be left. So yes, C4 is minus 9 by 2 of C2. So that means these C1 and C3 are linearly independent. They are linearly dependent, not independent. If they would be linearly independent, then we will count all the 4 as their rank. But here, unfortunately, these are linearly dependent, right? So only 1 will be count out of these 2. Either you can count C4 or C2 from here and C1 or C3 from here. So the column space for A will be defined by the span of any 2. Let's say C1 and C2 or C3 and C4. But we go with the most simplest form. Okay. Now what is C1? So the span will be C1 is 1 0 0 and C2 is 0 0 2. So this is the column space. Now what about the rank? It's the dimension. That means the number of vectors the column space is having, or we can say the number of linearly independent vectors. So only 2 vectors are linearly independent. So rank is 2, right? So this is how you can do. Let's take up another example. The question is asking for row space. So whatever we have been doing so far is with column space. Now we have to try the same process with row space, right? So when we say row space, what you are supposed to do is just apply all these form in the row manner. Write the rows. So let's say rows can be represented as B1, B2. First row is 4, 8, correct? 4, 8, and second row is minus 2, minus 4. Now again check whether they are linearly independent or not. If they are linearly independent, we can say that both of them will form the row space and rank of a matrix is 2. And if not, then we have to check what is the relationship between them. So we can clearly say or see that B2 is minus half of B1, or we can say B1 is minus twice of B2, correct? So that means they are not linearly independent. So that means again the base, if we have to find out the row space, that will be only 1, the most simplest form, B1, correct? So this is how, if you will be representing as B1 as minus 2B2, then you will write here B2. Okay. So if row span is this, what is the rank? Number of vectors row space is having? Only one, right? Now remember one thing, this is not only the one way to calculate the rank or the space. I mean, the space is how you do this, but one more thing, if you can convert a matrix into a row echelon form, then you can find the rank easily. How? Let me tell you. For example, let's see this example. Let's say that you are given with a matrix and you have to find out the rank. So just follow the rules. I'm hoping that you've already watched my row echelon form video. So what you are supposed to do? Make as many zeros as possible in the last row, right? So what I'm doing, this is leading one, it's okay. Now if I do R2 plus R1, minus 1 plus 1 will form 0 here, right? We are not doing anything in R1, so 0, 3 minus 2 is 1, 1 plus 0 is 1, 0, 4 plus 4 is 4. We are not doing anything with R3, right? Let me change the pen. So now zeros are formed, 1 is here, so we have to create 0 here, right? So R3 tends to R2 plus R3. If we do this, 1 minus 2, 0, 4, 0, 1, 1, 4, and then 0 plus 0 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, 4 minus 4 is 0. So you will see, because all these are forming 0. In rank, you only need to consider the vectors which are non-zero elements, non-zero rows. So how many rows are non-zero? 2. That means rank of this matrix is 2. And if you have to find out the row space, or if you have to find out the column space, let's say. So for column space, you have to see which one is having pivot 1. That means which column, because you are talking about column space, you have to see which one is forming the non-zero. So you can see first and second column are having the fixed form, right? These are forming the upper triangular matrix, at least, right? So the first and second column from the main matrix, that is these two, will form the column space. That means 1 minus 1 0, minus 2 3 minus 1. These two column vectors will form the column space. And if you would have to find out the row space, then only these two, which are non-zero, will form your what? Row space. This is how you calculate row space and column space and rank of a matrix using either this form, which will prove linearly independent and dependent form, and then you will find out the rank, or using echelon form. Here will be E, echelon form. I'm hoping that you got this right, and if so, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel. Till my next video, take care of yourself. Bye bye.